Hey folks, Shanji here, and welcome back to another drawing video. It's been quite a long time since the last one, but I am glad to be back. Over the last few weeks I posted some stream highlights, and I'm glad to be getting back into the swing of things with art. This time I'm drawing one of my favorite characters from one of my favorite video games of all time, Wandersong. This is Miriam from Wandersong. She's a witch, and she is very angry and very cool. The only reason that Wandersong isn't my favorite game is because The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild exists, and yeah, you know why that's my favorite. I'm getting to have a lot more time during the summer doing just work instead of work and college, but I haven't been doing as much art recently because I have been writing a lot. As some of you may know, I'm working on my Questing Wonderland project, and I am happy to announce that I have started scriptwriting. Outline? Yeah, the main outline has been basically finished except for the last few things, and I figured I don't have to worry about that until I get there. So the scripting for the first arc has begun, which is really fun. Now let's get to Miriam. Miriam is a witch from the game Wandersong. She's one of the two main characters in the game, aside from your player character, who doesn't have a name. Although it has been hinted that their name is Kiwi. Miriam is quite the opposite to the Bard, the player character, in which she is quite angry or rough around the edges compared to the Bard's happy-go-lucky and very vibey way of life. When I chose to go for her rough design in my art style, I decided to give her a little more edges to her hair, which you can see is really, it really stands out. It reminds me of those old 90s anime series, kind of like Space Dandy, I'd say. Here we can see that I'm going on to inking. She wears a dress, and that thing around her neck is the tie of a somewhat cape thing. She wears a little cape that's really cute, and it's just something that makes her seem a little softer than she actually is. So that's a cute little thing that's there. She has stockings and boots, and so she really looks interesting. I really like her character design a lot. As you can see, I like putting things in characters' eyes, so obviously I had to go for the skulls, because I mean, she's metal. She's metal. What can I say? Once again, I spent far too much time on the hands. I didn't speak that when we were back there at the hand stage, but yeah, I spent a lot of time in the hands. And I don't know if they're exactly how I wanted them to be still, but I feel like they turned out pretty alright. I think they look like hands, and I think they serve their purpose well, so that's alright. That's good. During the drawing process, instead of listening to music, I actually started listening to the Just Roll With It podcast. It's a D&D podcast with content creators Bisley, Charlie Slimesicle, and Grizzly, as well as Condification, which I found them very funny, and it was a good listen to while I was sitting here for 3.5 hours drawing this. Onto colors, I wanted to make sure I made her colors pop while staying true to her color palette. I didn't want to select completely from the picture because, you know, I don't really like selecting from source material. I like just making my own colors. I think that's just a personal thing. I usually do a shading layer and just pick random colors. This time I wanted to try doing it how a lot of other people do it, which is use a multiply layer. And I found it to be very useful. So when I start on my comic after, you know, script writing is done, then I feel I will use this a lot because it's very nice to have. Wandersong is one of my favorite games because it just captures the feelings that it's meant to evoke. It evokes them so well and really exemplifies how people would feel. I don't want to spoil, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Play Wandersong. It's awesome. It's on Steam, Switch. I think it's on Xbox and PlayStation as well, but I'm not too sure on those. The creator of the game, Mr. Greg Lobanov, is actually developing a new game called Chicory, which is pretty awesome. I feel like you should check that out. It's coming out Thursday the 10th of June, 2021. So it's, I'm looking forward to it. It's not that date at the time of this video, but boy am I excited because I love this story. Again, thank you so much for watching this video, and you can check out in my links in the description. You'll see that I'll have my art Twitter and my regular Twitter. On my art Twitter, you can find every single one of my drawings in HD. So make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and just have a great time. And as always, have a great night.